Okay, we're live, and welcome to another week of the Jeff Show here. And you guys can hear me okay? Everything all right? Yes.
We can
All
hear
right.
you.
We're gonna do the songwriters in the round, then we're gonna start. First of all, thank you everybody for coming and joining us and playing your magical music on the Jeff Show. And I'll be filling in for Jeff this afternoon, and he might be popping in and out. But I got my dear friend Lauren here to help me out if I have any technical issues. She's the one that's going to help us out here. And welcome everybody. And we're going to start the show off with Terence. And Terence, for those who don't know you, or I don't know how they can't not know you, if you could please give you an introduction of yourself. And the floor is yours. And I'm gonna disappear. If you guys need me, I'll be here, and I'm gonna let it go in the round. We'll go about two in the round, and then maybe we'll hit the reverse button.
Who is after me?
Jennifer, and then you got Rocky.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. So the floor is yours, and have fun, enjoy, guys.
Thanks, Harry.
Thanks, Harry.
Well, yeah, I'm Terence. It's a great pleasure to be back in Jeff's place. I haven't been for a while. I am in Norfolk, United Kingdom, on the most perfect summer's evening. The world is mad outside, but this little part of the UK is beautiful at the moment. And I'm going to sing a song about that in a minute, but maybe not for the moment. The first song, my songs tend to be about, they tend to tell stories. And this is a story about a marriage. And it's, I've got to make clear that it's not this is not me. This is not me singing this song. This is a character singing the song. And I was imagining a marriage that had got to that stage where it's not going that great. It's not disastrous, but there's something missing. And the husband who sings this song is thinking outside the box to see how to resolve the problem. And this is how he thinks outside the box. Our loving cup has recently been running rather dry. Something's missing in your life, I'm almost sure. To cheer you up, I've thought of something you might like to try. It's an old traditional cure. Maybe you should have an affair with some good-looking younger guy. You'll be slightly dumb with a pert little bum which one day catches your eye. At first it won't be an affair, but you'll both soon discover that your heart-to-hearts start to reach the parts conversation doesn't quite cover. One night you'll be beside him, you'll be driving in his car. He says he'll drive you home because it's dark. You'll stop to talk things over at a local public bar. Then suddenly you're at it in the pub car park. You'll think that it's not serious, it's just a bit of fun as you teach your young dog new tricks. But soon you'll find you're doing things that you haven't done since 1996. I'll know all about your affair. It will be so plain to see. From the swing in your hips and the smile on your lips, I'll just know wasn't put there by me. But I'll be cool about your affair. I won't sulk or go berserk. I'll be sweet, I'll be safe and sound on the high moral ground while you're out doing all the work. And he'll want it when he sees you before you've time to think. He'll have to have you right there and then. And you'll have had a busy day and you'll be dying for a drink. And all that you'll be thinking is, here we go again. Oh he'll take you to the highest peak, and then he'll take you higher. Your deep and secret passions try to stir. He'll be clambering up a mountain peak of personal desire, when an amble in the foothills is what you'd prefer. About your affair, all those lies you have to tell, and the stab of shame as you give a false name, checking into a Novotel, as he tells you again how much he cares, all the things about you he misses. You begin to feel like a hamster on a wheel of a grim treadmill of kisses. And I'll see it in the way you look, I'll hear it in your sighs as you lie awake beside me in the night. And half of me will watch you with a heart as cold as ice, while the other half will want to reach and hold you tight. But we'll keep it all together as married couples do, 'cause I love you and I'll never let you go. But sometimes late at night, when it's just me and you, we'll look at one another and we will know. Maybe you should have an affair with some good-looking younger guy. He'll be slightly dumb with a pert little bum, which one day catches your eye.
Yay! Wow, that's Terence. Emma Thompson just came out with a movie. What is it? Leo Grant. Hello or goodbye.
Yeah, I've heard it's very good.
Yeah, that could be the theme song to that movie.
I'll put a lot of pert little bums in there.
That's it. That's it. Wow, that was funny. But all right, so Jennifer, you're up next. I'm gonna shut up and get out of the way.
Okay. So Terence, you know I love your writing. You make me laugh every time, and I love it.
Thank you, but I'm not been 6 times nominated for the Atlanta. Anyway, we were talking about your many nominations as a songwriter.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Yeah, it's definitely an honor, and I think as songwriters and musicians, like, you always think about, what am I doing? Because you never know like what you're doing. Like, how do you measure any type of success? How do you measure how you're moving along? And so I think just to be able to be told by somebody else, like, hey, we like this, like that's awesome. And
absolutely,
that's an honor. So
you're doing something right.
Oh, thanks. I hope so. So I'm gonna sing this song. This is a personal song. I actually wrote this for my husband. When we met, we were set up by our friends, and we met at a restaurant as a blind date. We actually both didn't know we were going to be there, and our friends were like, "Hey, surprise!" So he came in, and honestly, both of us, we got along very well, but both of us were scared to death because we had come out of relationships where we were just done. We were done dating. We were done with people. And so this song is about, we're trying to keep this, like, control over the situation, and we are faking everything as far as, like, trying to play it cool. And I was always trying to be mysterious, even though I'm not mysterious whatsoever. I tell my entire story. So that is what this is about. It's called Lose Control. Well, hey, there is how it starts. I tried to play the apart. But it was written in the stars. And one kiss you had my heart. I tried to keep my distance. Oh, I tried to play it cool. Boy, I'm acting like a fool. So I'm thinking maybe, let's both get crazy and see how this thing goes. We both keep fighting this feeling, afraid of being the first to just let go. Oh, let's both lose control. Well, I see it in your eyes, our future shining bright, and we're both too scared to say love takes our breath away. And you try to keep your distance. Oh, you try to play it cool. Boy, I see straight through you. So I'm thinking maybe, let's go get crazy and see where this thing goes. We both get fight in this feeling, afraid of being the first to just let go. Both lose control. So I'm thinking maybe, let's both get crazy and see where this thing goes. We both get fighting this feeling, afraid of being the first to just let go. Let's both lose control. Thank you.
Wow, that
That was
sounds
beautiful.
beautiful.
Thanks.
Right.
So that I was going to ask you about that. It's such a great first line. It starts with "Hi there." It's just that's such a you're straight in there. Did that come early on when you were writing that song?
That's actually how the song started. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. I mean, because that's honestly, I wanted to write a song that just had to do with everything, like our first meeting, and that, yeah. So that line.
So
was-
really good. That idea of two people who've been hurt and just saying, "Oh no, I'm not going to let myself get hurt again." It's such a good idea for a song. Quite difficult to convey that wariness.
And I know it can be difficult to share such a personal story through song, but it requires a degree of vulnerability. But I really believe that's what strengthens the connection with the audience when they show that you're being real, and so we felt it. So very beautiful song.
Thank you. Thank y'all.
All right.
Have you
Sounds good.
recorded? Have you recorded that one, Annette?
Yes.
Jennifer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually released it a couple years ago. I
Mm.
think it came out in the summer of 2020.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Thanks.
All right. And Rocky, you are up next, my friend.
All right. Well, thank you again, Harry and Lauren and Jeff, when you come on, for having me here. It's always a pleasure. It's great to see everyone again. I'm coming from the San Francisco Bay Area. home of the world champion Golden State Warriors. I'll slip that in there. My first song, when I was young, I had this recurring dream about flying, not on an airplane, but literally flying. I'd take 3 running steps and I'd jump up and hover over the rooftops. It was the greatest dream ever. And I'd have the same dream over and over. I'm not really sure what it means. So any psychotherapists in the audience, maybe we can talk afterwards. But so this song is called I Fly Away. And for those who know me, most of my songs are very positive and I try to be uplifting. I wrote this one when I was maybe in a not so happy mood. There's a little bit of sadness behind it. But nonetheless, it's called I Fly Away.
When I was young, I closed my eyes and dreamed was all alone. I'd fly away above it all, like I still can do today now that I'm grown. When there's trouble everywhere, my imagination lifts me up into the air. And in my dreams, I can do most anything I choose. Well, I'm the king of everything, but even the king can't fight away the blues. So when there's sadness all around, my imagination lifts me right up off the ground, and I fly away up into the sky. I'll fly away. This feeling makes me high. I'll fly away in the middle of my mind, and I'll leave the world behind. I just take 3 running steps and jump real high, and I reach out for the sky, and I'm waving to the ground below. Goodbye. Hey, look at me, I can fly. Hey, hey, hey. We up here, things below just seem to disappear. This is my place of saving grace. All around me, no one can come near. So when I don't want to be found, my imagination lifts me right up off the ground, and I fly away up into the sky. I'll fly away. This feeling makes me high. I'll fly away in the middle of my mind. I'll leave to fly away. Hey, I just fly away. This feeling makes me high. I'll fly away in the middle of my mind, and I'll leave the world behind. Yeah, I'll fly away. Oh, I'll just fly away. Hey, hey, oh.
Yay. Yay. Oh, and look, we have an appearance by Jeff over here. Hey, Jeff.
I was listening. I figured I'd drop by and say hello. I'm here, but I'm not here. I'm grateful, Harry, for you to be hosting and for everyone to be here presenting wonderfully beautiful music. I just, it's annoying when my phone rings. So I'd rather, I appreciate you being able to do the continuity, and I'll pop in and listen.
Thank you.
Well, nice to see you.
Nice to see,
See
nice
ya.
to see you, Rocky. And nice to see you. Nice to see you, Terrence. My goodness. We missed you, Terrence.
Oh, well, I missed you, and I thought I was going to see you tonight, but you've run away already, taken one look at us, and you just run.
Actually hearing you perform is what got me to drop by here and not listen on YouTube. I'm dealing with a precarious situation, and I was supposed to be someplace else today, which is why Harry was here to begin with, and
Yeah.
I was called away, which was nice. But anyway, so much. The show is beautiful.
Very good to be back, and
Nice to have you back. And one of these days we'll be planning a trip to London to come to see you. I definitely want a trip to Ireland, so we'll figure all this out soon.
that'll be great.
Before all that, I think we'll be in Nashville. So
Yeah.
oh yeah, and I am definitely working. I could publicly say this. I'm working on doing an event during South by Southwest next March to have a stage that will be the Jeff's Place stage, inviting all our artists from Jeff's Place to come in and play. South by is like a 10-day event, and I don't know how long I'll have a venue for or where the venue will be, but I'm putting it in motion now. It's March 10th to the 19th is South by. And
whereabouts is that?
Love it.
It's in Austin, Texas.
Wow.
So it's a wonderful tech event. It's a movie event. It's a music event, and so we're doing a fusion of tech and music. So
hope it comes together. That would be awesome.
Oh yeah, well when it comes together, what was fun was it was basically seeing Robin Shane performing at the airport in Austin when Harry and I made a quick trip there recently. And I realized, wait a second, I know this person. She was on Jeff's Place. I hear her voice, and there she was live. And so I figured, okay, well, why don't we bring Jeff's Place to Boston? We brought it to Boston. Now we'll bring it to Austin. So we have a little bit of lead time. It's not till next March. And in the world I live in, anything is possible. So we're going to work on making that happen. And I'm not going to say trying. We're just going to work on doing. So anyway, Harry, the show's back to you. I'm just going to be listening.
Well, thank you, Jeff.
Thank you.
Okay, so we left off with Rocky, so we're back to Terence. Is that right?
So I really like that song, Rocky. And funny enough, I read a song with the similar sort of theme, and I think I was probably in a similar place to you. It was a bit sort of sad before I wrote it. I was just wondering, was it therapeutic for you, that song? Did it cheer you up? Did it make you feel better?
Yeah, thank you, Terence. That's a great question. I mean, I think so much of songwriting is therapeutic, at least for me. I don't know if you all feel the same way. It's sometimes for that song in particular, I just feel like sometimes I just want to get away from it all. And so I might not verbalize it necessarily, but I can at least do so via lyrics, and it's a form of an outlet. So yeah, I think music in general, it's the great equalizer, whatever's going on in the world. It's an opportunity for many of us to kind of share some commonality together. So
yeah, and the great thing about songs is that you can dress it up. You can show your feelings, but at the same time, there's melody there. There are different characters, like in my last song. It's a great way of expressing your feelings without being completely exposed, I think. But when the song works.
Yeah. Thank you.
Well, I really enjoyed it anyway. So this is a song which I wrote at the beginning of the first lockdown. I'm sorry to mention the L word. We don't really want to mention the L word, but it was on a night like this where it's 7 o'clock. It's 7:30. In the UK, and the sun is out, and nature is at its most amazing. We've got owls here, we've got baby ducks, we've got everything, and spring is well and truly sprung. But in the meanwhile, as this song is called, human world is not so pretty, and it was just that contrast between the natural world and and the crazy mess that we're making of things, that this song emerged. Banks are crashing, people clashing. You wear today's opinion like the latest fashion. Roll up and join the show. Mum's a go-getter, dad's a trendsetter. Every day they tell the kids they must do better, 'cause life's just grab and go. Meanwhile, swallows chatter in a clear blue sky. Meanwhile, a buzzard makes its lonely cry. While down below, a blackbird's going all day long. This world keeps rolling on. Latest news is some young flues is doing the you-know-what with you-know-whos is. The scandal and the shame. The wheel keeps spinning, the gamblers grinning. Everybody's playing, but no one's winning. We're prisoners of the game. Meanwhile, a dragonfly hovers by the pond. Meanwhile, a fox creeps through the field beyond. A mother hare sniffs the air until that danger's gone. This world keeps rolling on. Dimmer, fireflies shimmer, this old pond is all a glimmer. The sun is sinking low. Owls are calling, evening's falling. Somewhere in the undergrowth a mouse is crawling. Into the night they go. Meanwhile, we muddle and we struggle and we strive. Meanwhile, we worry through our little lives. Me and you, we're just passing through, so let's help it get along. This world keeps rolling on. Well, it was here when we got here, so let's help it keep on rolling after we are gone. This world keeps rolling on. Thank you.
I love your style, Terence. In fact, I heard a little bit of the Beatles "When I'm 64," that kind of picking style, and your lyrics. I mean, I'm a sucker for good lyrics, so it's just well done on so many levels.
Thanks so much. Yeah, I enjoyed writing that song, I must say. Still.
Yeah, I love it. And I know that it was talking about that contrast, but still, like, I think the beat of it, like, and just the way you play it and deliver it, like, it sounds like if you weren't listening to every single word, you would think that it's like just the most happy-go-lucky, like
Yeah,
great mood kind of thing.
it's funny. It's funny because I'm doing an album at the moment, and the guy who's working on it with me has got a fantastic arrangement on this, but he's made it into a sort of jazz song. It's a kind of it's as you said, Rocky. It's become a sort of it's a bit more one when I'm 64. It's got that sort of slightly jerky element, and I like it. And I just now and then I wonder if maybe the message is being slightly lost. But I think the sound is. I think it worked. I kind of think it worked. I really like what he's done to it. But it's interesting you should say that, Jennifer.
Yeah. Well, I like it.
Great, thank you.
Me too.
Thanks.
Okay, so I'm gonna warn y'all. My internet, I don't know what's happening. I think the router got hit last week during the storm because I lost everything, and then I think it's having issues. So, with that said, we're gonna play this little song. So I tend to write when I'm angry because I'm that person that I don't want to cause a fight. Like I can't stand to have that awkward whatever with people, and I don't want to be angry at somebody. When I get angry, I cry, and so I can't deliver my anger in like a good way. I just blow up and just cry. So I write instead because I can actually get words out that way. So I was really ticked off when I wrote this song. And I'd been listening to Jolene by Dolly Parton. And so I was like, yeah, I'm going to write this song because I had gone through a period of time where I had actually left a job that was just not good. It was not good for me, and you'll kind of hear the words of it, but it left me in a really bad, dark place that I had to like come back from. And so the song's called Filthy Water. And the whole idea behind it was the whole saying of don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Like, don't throw the good out with all the bad. But in some situations, like, all you got is bad. And so, in that case, like, throw it out. Like, get rid of all of it. So, this is Filthy Water.
Wow.
Becomes 3 every time you talk to me. Light a match and watch it burn. Soon the table's gonna turn. Well, you think you are the man, talking with your dirty hands, but karma will make it right. The things you took away in spite. Oh, don't you know? Truth is gonna show. One day soon they're gonna see exactly what you did to me. And one day soon, I have no doubt, they'll throw the filthy water out. You can wash a sinner clean when preachers practice what they preach. But when their words are just for show, soon their flocks will start to go. Ooh, don't you know? And truth is gonna show. One day soon they're gonna see exactly what you did to me. One day soon, I have no doubt, they'll throw the filthy water out. Uh-oh. When your darkness turns to light,
That's great. You know, we were talking earlier about how songs can be therapeutic, and especially with emotion like that, as you were saying. So um, it was felt, and yeah, no, it's some powerful stuff. Very nice.
Is that the angriest song you've written, Jennifer? Do you think, or have you written angrier ones than that?
I've written angrier songs. I think so. I haven't released, like, it depends on, I don't know. I've written really angry songs. Like, if I get mad at somebody, I usually write a song about them, and it's usually not nice. So, like,
And
I've done that since I was like 10. Like, I remember, like, I had this girl that she was a bully. And like, that's when I really started songwriting, was when I was being bullied. I know that sounds kind of weird, but like, I would go home and write these songs because it's like, you can't tell the person like you're a jerk. So I would just write a song. And yeah. So yeah, my first, I'm not going to say the name of the person, but I wrote a song titled Her Name. And yeah.
And do they work? And do they work as songs? I mean, is it almost the angrier you are, the better the song, or can you be too angry to write a song?
I can be too angry to write a song. So I will say that Filthy Water, like, yes, I was angry, but I had to come out of some of it. Like, songwriting is my process of trying to understand things. And, but sometimes you aren't ready yet, or at least I'm not ready yet to really delve into that topic. And so I have to get to a place where, like, it's okay to write about it, and I've gotten past some of the emotion of it to where I can clearly state what I'm feeling, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Note to self: don't get on Jennifer's bad side. You just might wind up the title of a new song. All right. I think I'm up. So I performed the song before, but I've revamped it. I've scaled it way down. It's a simple melody, lullaby. When our son turned 13, wrote a letter to him, and it's on a Word document and on our computer. And a few months back, I was on the computer and I came across the letter, and he's older now. And so I hadn't seen the letter for a couple of years. And I just really got immersed in what I wrote. So the song, it's not verbatim, but it's really the essence of what I wrote to our son at 13 that I'm expressing in this song. And it's called Wishes. I remember I held out my pinky to you, the day you were born. And you wrapped your tiny little hand all around. A magical bond was formed. Yeah, you were finally here. Loved you oh so dear. Ooh, 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 ooh. I remember I held you in my arms that first night, trying to talk that to you, pretending I had all the answers. Oh, but I had no clue. So I just began by wishing you all of these wishes I hope would come true. Ooh, 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 ooh. I said, I wish you won't settle for just being good. You can have greatness instead. And I wish you'd find strength from the view if you could. You'd climb those mountains ahead. And I wish you will step out so others can't see more than just another face in the crowd. 'Cause this world has only one you, beautiful through and through. Ooh, 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 ooh.
La 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 la, these are my wishes for you. I remember how time seemed to fly right on by as you've grown from boy to man. And I wish that one day you'll be lucky like I was and get to hold your newborn's hand. Maybe I'll hear you say all those wishes for your child that day. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And say, I wish you won't settle for just being good when you can have greatness instead. And I wish you'd find strength from the view if you could when you climb those mountains ahead. And I wish you will step out so others can't see more than just another face in the crowd. 'Cause this world has only one you, beautiful through and through. Ooh, ooh, ooh. La 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 la, these are my wishes for you. La 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 la, these are my wishes. La 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 la, these are my wishes. La la.
Yay. Sounds good, Rocky. Rocky, you guys want to flip it on this one, or you want to keep going? It's up to you guys. If you want to flip it, go the other way.
Either way.
Sure.
You want to go for another one right now, Rock? Or
Sure.
We'll do it that
Absolutely.
way.
Thank you.
we'll head back to Jennifer and then Terence.
That work for everybody?
Does that work? Sounds
Okay.
good.
So
All right, let's do it.
all righty. So let's see. This next song, it's called The Golden Rule, and it's, you know, no secrets behind it. It's pretty much just treat others the way you want to be treated. It's you know, sometimes things don't have to get that complicated. So it is called The Golden Rule, and here we go.
Everybody's born without prejudice, evil, or hate. Just the basic needs of love and bonding to stimulate. Everybody ought to be schooled by humanity's golden rule. Do unto others as you want unto you. Hey, 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 yeah. Everybody wants belonging and to be fulfilled. But society today is nowhere near all that it's built. Oh, to wear down the badness inside and to tear down those walls that divide. Do unto others as you want unto you. So let's all sing, hey, 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 yeah. Hey, yeah, hey, hey, yeah. show him some kindness and he just might be kind to her. And maybe the blindness we face will no longer occur. Think it's time we all go back to school and to follow the golden rule. Do unto others as you'd want unto you. Everyone sing it now. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. Do unto others as you want done to you. Oh, do unto others as you want done to you.
Woo. Thank
Very
you.
nice. Rocky, I love just like how encouraging your songs are. Like
Thank
they're
you.
all like little life lessons. Like everything you write about is like a life lesson, and I love it.
Thank you. You know, I really appreciate that. It's we got 2 children at home, and I feel like when I started, you know, writing these songs, it's almost like a life diary. You know, if I get hit by the proverbial truck tomorrow, hopefully they'll have some, you know, goofy words of wisdom from Dad that maybe they can live on. So that's really my motivation. But I appreciate you saying that.
I love that. That's awesome.
Did your son, the previous song, did your son, you play that to your son? Or
He hasn't heard it.
Oh,
how old is he now?
He will be 21 next month. I'm thinking of producing that song. I am still having some songs jockeying for position as far as which ones to be produced next. So it's a very personal song for me. And I'm not sure if there's a wide enough audience that might connect with it. I don't know about you all, but I mean, so much goes into decision making of which song should I put forward and which one should I just keep for myself. And I'm constantly debating with myself. I don't know if you feel the same way.
My instinct is if you're having that debate with yourself, you should keep it to yourself. I think if you're doubtful about it, you should err on the side of keeping it to yourself. It seemed to me when I listened to that song, it was a really personal song, and I was wondering if you were going to put it, or if you had put it out there. I kind of think there are some songs that you just keep to yourself, but I mean, I'm sure it would work. People would understand it, but I think if you're doubtful about it, maybe you should play it to your son. It's tough to a 21-year-old though, rather you than me.
do you at least have do you have a recording of you doing that song that he would have?
I can. I mean, I can probably after this video on YouTube, I can crop that section.
Yeah, you can.
So there are ways, but we'll see. It's always a process.
Okay. I could see that at his wedding. I mean, I know that's probably.
Wow.
I mean, maybe not. But I'm just saying, I could totally see that as part of his wedding. I don't know. As a child, I would want to know your words, especially when they're that personal. But I also understand that you don't want the whole world to.
I think they're more powerful if they're kept within the family. They're more powerful. If you're going to try and make a hit single out of it, it somehow loses its intimacy. Yeah. But I mean, that's just my feeling of it.
Yeah. No,
it's a good song.
Thank you.
So I'm going to do this song. I call it the sister song to Filthy Water because I wrote them around the same time, but this is basically looking back at the situation and just if I could do it over, what would I tell myself or what would I tell somebody else? So that's what this is. He took this heart and broke it into pieces. Then he used the shards to cut me even deeper. Did I ever mean anything, or was it just something that he said? And run, girl, run, don't ever look back. He might seem fun, it won't last. His talk is smooth when he gets done. Lose yourself, so run, girl, run. Run, girl, run. He'll tell you what you wanna hear, then claim you never said it. And if you ever cry a tear, you're gonna live to regret it. 'Cause you'll never mean anything to someone who can't feel a single thing. And run, girl, run, don't ever look back. It might seem fun, it won't last. His talk is smooth when he gets done. Lose yourself, so run, girl, run. Run, girl, run. And run, girl, run. Don't look back, it might seem fun, but it won't last. His talk is smooth when he gets done. You've lost yourself, so run, girl, run. Run, girl, run. And run, girl, run. Don't look back, it might seem fun, it won't last. His talk is smooth when he gets done. Lost yourself, run, girl, run. Never look back, might seem fun, it won't last. His talk is smooth when he gets done. Lost yourself, so run, girl, run. Before the damage is done, you better run, girl, run. Thank
That's
you.
such a good chorus. Have you ever recorded that, Jennifer?
I'm in the process. It's part 2 of my album that's coming out. So I'm releasing part 1 on my birthday in July, and then part 2 will be out in September. So when I release stuff, it's like what I've learned over time is things get lost in the mix. Like everything's so fast paced now with music that you tend to lose songs in the process, and like you may have a couple that people hear and then the rest are just nowhere. I mean, they're somewhere, but nobody really listens to them. And so I'm trying to give each song kind of their time. And so that's why I'm doing smaller projects to try to keep the momentum up with it.
Jennifer, I really love the vibrato in your voice, and that
Thanks.
compared with just the strumming, it's kind of a spacious song. And I think oftentimes that's where some real power comes in, powerful emotions, with your beautiful voice and the strumming. And it just makes for a really good one. I mean, I heard it right at the sound check in the beginning. You started off and I'm like, oh, what? She's got such, I'd heard you before, but it hadn't been a while, but you've got a really sweet voice and you got that vibrato really nice, pleasing to the ear.
Thank you. I appreciate that, because that is one thing that people have always criticized me about, actually.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. So
Well, it sounded great.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I thought it was such a great song. I think it's the best one you've done tonight, and
Thanks.
I'd be really interested to know the kind of arrangement you're going to put on it in the record, because I just think that chorus is it's so strong, and it could work really well.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I will let you hear it once it's done.
Yeah, I'd love to hear it.
Okay.
Yeah. Is it me now? I don't seem to have played for ages. Harry, am I back? Am I back in the house? Yeah.
You're up next
All right.
right now.
Okay. I was gonna sing a moody little song.
You? Oh my God, that's unusual for you.
Yeah. I was gonna sing a moody little song, but then I thought maybe I'll have something that's a little bit more chirpy. And when you walked in before the show, Lauren called you baby. Said babe. And there was a babe. There was babe in Jennifer's first song. I don't think Rocky has hit babe. You haven't really hit, but it's quite interesting for me. Political correctness is quite an interesting thing. There are some things. I'm going off on a tangent here. There are some things. I would say old age. I would say baldness. There are some things which people can laugh at. Some things which they're not allowed to laugh at. And then there are some things in language which are just fine. A few things, but which in a way shouldn't be. So this is about a word which I've already mentioned. It's about having to be careful in what you say. So I know guys who complain about their private ball and chain. I'm glad to say I'm not one of those. When I take my woman on the scene, the eyes of guys nearby turn green. I'm just lucky, I suppose. But there's a problem, I can't lie, it keeps me awake at night. In my sweet ointment there's a fly, something not quite right. When I try to be endearing, the words I use to show I'm caring get right up her nose. My woman's made a little list of words she says I must resist. No ifs, no buts, no maybes. Like chick and duck and pet and bird, those naughty 20th century words. And I can't call my baby, baby. Little muffin, honey pie and darling honey bunch make her feel objectified as if she's part of a lunch. And then she'll remind me that she's not a little infant brat, so I can't call my baby, baby. Bunnykins and Little Lamb, they're both well and truly banned. I can't call my baby, baby. And sugar tits, that's forbidden. Tootsie Wootsie little kitten, I can't call my baby, baby. With Little Goose all hell breaks loose, the same with Snuggle Bum. She won't reply to Pussy Pie, I have to bite my tongue. My baby, please don't go, so many songs I can't sing no more, 'cause I can't call my baby, baby. When I say, babe, give me a smile, she said I sound like a pedophile. I can't call my baby, baby. And when I call her chickadee, she says, what's this, a menagerie? I can't call my baby, baby. But late at night, when things are humming and getting kind of hot, whispering darling equal partner just doesn't hit the spot. So then when it's plain to see she's reached the point of ecstasy, that's when I call my baby, baby. And she loves it, that's when I call my baby, baby.
All right. So we got to watch what we say these days.
Terence, what I love is you're obviously a phenomenal guitar player, but you still show that you can have fun as well, and those lyrics are fun. I had heard you play that once before, and I think it's one of my favorite of yours. It's you know, everybody's kind of smiling and kind of giggling and laughing, and so you strike that really delicate balance of you're a serious musician, yet you allow yourself to have fun along the way, and it shows.
Yeah, people. It's funny. It's just great. It's great therapy. It's either you cheer yourself up with a song like that, And then now and then, if you're feeling angry, like as Jennifer, you're talking about, you're feeling a great feeling of family warmth. It's great. It's just fantastic writing songs, but it's tough. And I'm just really pleased to do it. And it's great to have anyway. Yeah, thanks very much. Thanks, Rocky. I'm burbling.
Yeah, no, thank you. So let's see, it's back to me. Is that okay?
It's all
Let's
you,
see.
Rocky.
All righty. So once again, I guess my last time. Once again, thank you to Harry and Lauren and Jeff popping in and out. Always grateful for having us on and having this stage. This last song of mine, often when I play out, it's a song I'll play last or towards the last because it's a song about hope and positivity, Mr. Positive, and it's building bridges, in our society. And it just seems like, especially these days, those are such important themes to just send people off, with those positive vibes out in the world. And, my small part to share a little bit of positivity. So a song that's called Somewhere. Somewhere there's a place beyond the present, where everything is green and no one's blue. Somewhere in that distance we're all equal, where respect and kindness are lasting virtues, where you can shake a neighbor's hand across the bridges, and you can share a common view atop the ridges. Oh, where 1 + 1 becomes more than 2, and you can learn from them and they from you. Someday I'm hoping there will be somewhere for you and me. Somewhere we are painting all the colors, a beautiful mosaic we create. Somewhere there's harmonious existence, where children grow up pure and free of hate. Yeah, where you can shake a neighbor's hand across those bridges, and you can share a common view atop the ridges. Oh, where 1 + 1 becomes more than 2, and you can learn from them and they from you. Someday I'm hoping there will be somewhere for you and me. Somewhere there's a shared goal of a better place, where everybody rises to the call. We are carrying teammates in the human race, and victory is shared by one and all. Whoa, you can shake a neighbor's hand across the bridges, and you can share a common view atop the ridges. Hey, yeah, where 1 + 1 becomes more than 2. You can learn from them and they from you. Someday I'm hoping there will be somewhere for you and me. Somewhere for you and me.
Beautiful.
Somewhere. Thank
yeah,
you.
I love that.
Really good song. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. It's therapeutic. It feels good to play.
Do you ever write an angry song like Jennifer's song, or a mean song like most of my songs?
I don't. I probably
Rocky,
should
you're too good for this world. Come on.
No, to expand, to put another arrow in my quiver, I should. I haven't really. So, but maybe that'll be a good challenge for me to do so. I mean, not that I don't have angry thoughts, but talking about personal, I typically keep those locked up. So, you never know.
Right.
Well, I will help you write an angry song.
We'll collab.
So this last song I'm gonna do, okay, Lauren, I'm gonna apologize now. It's a sad song, so maybe just don't listen. Just look away. But it's called Neverland. I shared it a long time ago, but one of my friends came to me and basically told me one night that her husband came to her and all this stuff had happened. And I talked to her and I said, what are you going to do? And she said, there's no going back. And so of course, like, I got off the phone and I was concerned for my friend, but I woke up in the middle of the night and I wrote this song. And this is not about my relationship with my husband. I feel like I need to preface this. We are fine. Thank you. So here we go. Go ahead and tell your story. We both know it ain't true. And go ahead and say you love me. If it's what you need to do, you can say it's all my fault, or you can take the blame. You can say you never thought it ever end this way. But this ain't Neverland. You can't go home again. This ain't a fairy tale where it works out in the end. Your choice has consequence. You may not understand. Go ahead and break my heart. But this ain't Neverland. We both know it's over. It really doesn't matter the why. And we can sit and talk forever, or we can just say goodbye. I can hold on to your hand as you try to walk away, and I can beg you not to leave, but you're gone either way. And this ain't Neverland. You can't go home again. This ain't a fairy tale where it works out in the end. Your choice has consequence. You may not understand. Go ahead and break my heart. this ain't Neverland. You can't go home again. This ain't a fairy tale where it works out in the end. Choice has consequence, and you may not understand. Go ahead and break this heart, but this ain't Neverland. No, this ain't Neverland.
Woo! Jennifer, I love all of your songs. That one by far is my favorite. And I was just closing my eyes, and I can picture, if you play that out, you know, wherever you're playing or South by Southwest, I can just envision the audience just kind of swaying to the groove, just back and forth, just getting into that song. So I love it.
I love
Lauren,
it
I'm
too,
so
yeah.
sorry.
No, it's a really good song. I love your opening lines. You're very good at getting into the story.
Thank you.
Yeah, and that's so important. So is it me now? I can't remember.
Yes.
There we go. No.
This is my last song. Is JD coming along? Do we know?
JD should be here, and honestly, if you and Rocky want to stay and play some more, and I mean, you can all play together. Jennifer, you can play for as long as, you know, we got till 4:00, so we're good. We love listening to you play, and that was some powerful song, woman.
That was such a good song.
Wow.
And Lauren didn't cry at
Oh
all.
no, not at all.
I'm going to have a go at Lauren's tear ducts.
Oh, okay, good.
This is a song I wrote last year. I'm not quite sure where it came from. And I think I might have given it its world premiere on Jeff's Place. But it's a little bit less cheerful than the last one. But it's very heartfelt. And also has tricky tuning. My father was a soldier, a hero in his time. He was brave, he was modest, they said. What a man. Last night I dreamed of him on his dying day. I sat beside his bed and held his hand. And in my dream he spoke to me like he had never done before, as if he had slipped free from life's disguise. And his friends and his God, all that sunlit parade, seemed to fade before my eyes. Other people's lives seemed to roll through the valley, the forests and the fields on a tide of living, with no secrets and no lies, no confusion, no confession. Everything is good, all sins are forgiven. Other people's lives may wind and bend, but they'll find in the end the place they always should be. After the ebbing and the flowing, the losing and the growing, they flow gently out to the sea. I've been reading about this folk star and his struggle to the top. He's been bleeding out his life in the pages of a magazine. mother's old dance set a violin once played. He'd see his life before him at just 14. He'd been sculpted by his troubles. He said it's that old artist thing. He'd suffered more knocks than any man could take. And the heartaches and the broken lives he left along the way, he now trail like clouds of glory in his way. Other people's lives seem to roll through the valley and the forests and the fields on a tide of living, with no secrets and no lies, no confusion, no confession, and everything is good, all sins are forgiven. Other people's lives may wind and bend, but they'll find in the end the place they always should be. The ebbing and the flowing, the losing and the growing, they flow gently out to the sea. Just when you least expect it, that wheel takes a turn, sends you spinning back down through the years. And the things that seem so simple now seem through the grey, seem disarray, no longer clear. I'm not led by dreams as I stumble down this path. I don't need ghosts or angels to bring me home. But the sound of fallen leaves on an autumn day can sometimes make me feel I'm not alone. Other people's lives seem to roll through the valley, the forests and the fields on a tide of living, with no secrets and no lies, no confusion, no confession, and everything is good, all sins are forgiven. Other people's lives may wind and bend, but they'll find in the end the place they always should be. The ebbing and the flowing, the losing and the growing, they flow gently out to the sea. They flow gently out to the sea.
Wow. Wow.
That's beautiful.
Terence, your guitar playing, it's like it takes on a whole personality of its own. And it's just mesmerizing just to hear you kind of go up and down the neck like that.
That song started because somebody I was talking to was talking about dropping E right down, really weird, right down to C, so it's right. So, and it's quite difficult to play because it's so loose. But then once I started, I mean, it's that thing that JD knows so much about, that once you start playing around with tuning, then your fingers start exploring and getting into unusual positions, and something, so that sort of weird second chord, I don't know where that came from, but it's kind of fits the song because it's meant to be a slightly uneasy song, and so that slightly discordant feel that I stumbled upon kind of suited it.
I like how like the movement of the guitar, like you're talking about the leaves and like
Yeah.
the way like the ocean move, like all that stuff. It
Yeah.
goes with exactly what you're doing on the guitar.
Yeah.
Like it has that wave element or that falling element. Like
Yeah, that's how it sort of was meant to feel. I was thinking of doing a video or something, and basically, if it would be a video, it'd just be a picture of a leaf going down a river or something
Yeah.
quite cheesy like that, because it's really just about life rolling on, you know.
Yeah.
And anyway, thank you very much. We are now 4.
That's it.
JD is in the house.
That's right. Well,
Woohoo!
JD, welcome, JD.
Thank you.
Well,
Sorry, I'm late.
no worries. You guys are welcome to stay, and we'll do a little more in the round, or how about we let JD sing 2 songs in a row, and catch up to us. And is that
Yeah.
okay with you, JD?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then if you
absolutely.
guys want to stick around and maybe do one more each, or if you have to take off, we understand. Well, we could listen to JD, and you can.
Let's listen to
decide.
JD first of all.
Yes. Well, welcome, JD. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you. I want to make sure. I'm not even sure what I want to play, but I should get a decent sound check here.
Sure thing.
You got Harry there. You're not sure about the decent.
That's for sure. That's for sure.
Every time I hear your name, Harry, I think of Jeff saying, "Keep the change."
Keep the change. He says that all the time.
Every time.
All the time. It's so weird when we were doing the Harry Chapin show in Boston. I kept hearing Harry, and my neck almost broke because I never hear my name out in public, and all I hear was Harry this, Harry that, Harry this. So, anyway, if you want to give me a sound bite real quick, and we'll.
Yeah. Well, I'll just play the
great.
first couple lines from the song I'm gonna play, and tell me if you can hear it okay. These angry winds have fallen like a freight train from the sun.
Sounds good.
All
It
right?
sounds nice and warm, man. Your system there is really warm.
I
Sounds
got
like
a
a
new
record.
mic.
Sounds like a record
well-
album. It sounds like you just put on some vinyl. Really sounds good.
Yeah, well, large diaphragm AKG, and then I ended up getting a Shure SM7B, which is very directional, and so I point it right at the 12th or 15th fret. So hopefully that's a good combo I can.
Well,
stick
that's
with.
it. You can't go wrong with the Shores. That's for sure. So
Okay,
we'll
so-
let you a small introduction, JD, and the stage is yours. If you want to do 2 in a row, whatever you like, buddy.
Okay. Well, okay, I'm JD Cotton, originally from the Midwest of the United States, southern Missouri. Now I live in western Washington State, Pacific Northwest, and I've been a songwriter since I was 15. In my main life, the one that pays the bills, I have been a material scientist and an engineer for decades. I do recording and production and play little venues around the area. So very happy to be here. Thanks, guys.
Well, welcome.
So I'm going to take these headphones off since I can hear myself better. Okay, so we are entering what's affectionately known as the wildfire season in the west of the United States. And it's been one of the worst years already. Luckily, right where I'm at has been fine. We've actually had plenty of rain, but it's not looking good elsewhere. So I thought it'd be appropriate to play the song I wrote in 2019 when things were really kicking up on the wildfire front. And it's called California Burning. It's a recounting of of the Camp Fire. It's called the Camp Fire that tore through Northern California. A lot of lives were lost. A lot of property was lost. And it's in the context of a love story. These angry winds are falling like a freight train from the sun, and these skeletons are calling out to everyone. I will rise up from this heat if I had somewhere to run. California burning. Well, I left her in Magalia, and I told her not to cry. We all gathered at the campfire. We got lost in paradise, and I would rise up from this heat if I had somewhere to run. California burning. California burning. California burning. Santa Ana, she has flown again. God only knows off to where. Thinking maybe she's gone home again. Love released into thin air. California burning. We'll see her fly like night birds in the sky. California burning. The smoke in the night falling on your eyes. California burning. The embers rise into a sunset sky. California burning. Thank you.
That was great, JD. It's contrast between it was kind of an upbeat melodic strum with serious lyrics about really devastating occurrence. But you got a great voice. It was really enjoyable.
Oh, thank you. I hadn't sung a lick today, so that's the first notes were my warm up. But I appreciate that. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, thanks so much.
How has it all been going, JD? Because last time I was on, you were feeling a little bit down about songwriting. I sensed, but maybe I was picking up the wrong thing. Is it going well?
For me, I'm a little dry. I usually write about a song a month, which I think is fairly productive compared to most the songwriter friends I have. And I haven't been able to do that, but I'm collaborating with a buddy of mine, and we've got he's a great songwriter. He's a guy. We're almost like Elton John and Bernie Taupin, where he will often come up with some great chord progressions, and he can do this thing where he kind of scats like random lyrics sort of under his breath, like just to get the melody out. And if it's in the background, you think he's got a song, but it's nonsense. But I pick up on that, and then I usually I've got piles of lyrics and lyrical ideas, and so we are a pretty good team that way, and so we've got something going, and we got a number of other songs. We have a duo. It's called Zuko. It's a combination of our last names, and we've had some recordings out already. We've got another one on the way, so that's been good. And then I've been producing a songwriter friend who's got a wonderful song that she'll be releasing soon. It's called "Carry the Weight," which is a response to the crisis in the Ukraine, the war in Ukraine. Yeah, thanks, Terence. In fact, on that topic, I thought that I might play a song. Maybe I'm a little melancholy today, and it's on that topic. Let's see. This one's called "The Same Boat," and I wrote it and I recorded it on piano, but I think I can do it here on guitar. Wrote it back in March when things were just kicking off there. I saw the news, the screen don't lie. I saw the bodies in the streets right where they died. And I heard the voices crying out across the square. But when morning came, they found nobody there. They carried guns, answered the call. They cried for help, but no one came at all. And while the fathers and sons stayed to fight, it's slow motion where the east and west collide. So take my hand and lend to me your load. Take a breath and we can learn to float. We're almost home in the same boat. I saw the news 3 times today. I sent $100, but can't say who it saved. But I turned the TV on just to clear my head. But when the lights go down, you can't forget the dead. Take my hand and lend to me your load. Take a breath and we can learn to float. We're almost home in the same boat. Take my hand and lend to me your load. We're almost home in the same boat. Thank you.
Nice.
All right.
Really good.
That was very nice.
Very moving.
Gorgeous song. Good stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave this up to you guys. If you guys want to sing one more each, or JD, you want to, hit it off with two more, and you guys want to chill and relax, that's all cool here. What do you guys think? You want to hear two more from JD?
I'd love to.
Well, what?
I don't want to take all your guys' time.
No,
I
absolutely
came in
take
late.
it. It's all yours.
Okay.
So-
Well, maybe I'll get one more in.
Sounds good. And then if you guys want to, one of you guys want to grab one more, if not, again, it's up to you guys. But thank you, JD, and thank you all of you guys for coming today. It's always a
Okay.
pleasure and a night. I
Thank
just told
you.
Lauren, this is what I love to do, is just sit here and listen to you guys. It just feels real. It's real.
Been great.
It makes
Yeah.
puts
Thank you,
things in
Harry, and
perspective.
get well soon, Lauren.
Yes,
Yes, absolutely.
that is the truth. She will. She's the best. Tough
She
lady
is.
for sure.
All right. Well, Terence, I almost could have stolen a few of these chord progressions from you, but I didn't. This song, but some of it reminds
My
me.
lawyer is watching.
We had we're in a songwriting group in Seattle, and there was a kind of a complaint from some members that some of us guys of a certain age never write love songs anymore. It was always about something that's some world event or some historical thing, or something happened when I was 15 years old. So they challenged us to a contest to where the winner got a pie. So food's always a good motivator. And anyway, this was my entry. And it was a little bit, at least I had a prompt from the contest, because it's basically says the girl wants a love song. But I took it a very different direction. It's in 3/4 time, which is always romantic. And it still has a perspective of a couple that's been together a long time. And this is the guy looking back, on the years gone by. The girl wants a love song. It's not recorded yet, by the way, so just still in work, I guess. Lately I'm thinking of the roads we've been on, turns that we've taken, detours long gone, and driving all night, and I see the dawn. If I'm reading you right, the girl wants a love song. I had a fine year, thought better than some, and the pictures are hanging of the places we've gone. The kids have moved out now, and our time has come. But you're feeling lonely, the girl wants a love song. Lilacs in June, and a big yellow moon. Can't sing it too soon, the girl wants a love song. As I see your eyes glisten, though nothing is wrong, boy's been listening. The girl wants a love song. With lilacs in June and a big yellow moon. I can't sing it too soon. The girl wants a love song. With lilacs in June and a big yellow moon. Let me sing it to you. The girl wants a love song.
JD, did you intend to start out with the 3/4 time? Because I mean that is brilliant. That just really gives it such a different feel.
That was, well, number one requirement, it had to be romantic. So I picked 3/4 time right from the get-go. And yeah, so that was.
It's a nice idea for a song as well. It's got a nice sort of tone to it, sort of slightly embarrassed, but
Yeah.
sort of.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you've got a love song. Yeah, it was beautiful.
Yeah, well done.
We gotta get our prompts where we can find them, right, when we're writing. And
Yeah, you
sometimes
bet.
it's in your face, right in front of you. And
You bet.
I try to get it that way. But thank you for the positive feedback, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
It was nice. It was nice.
I chased Jennifer off. Maybe she didn't care for it.
She had to go. She had to run.
Okay.
She had to run.
She told us she was just so moved she had to go away to get herself together.
She had to go demand a love song from her.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks, guys. Thank you for letting me play a few songs here. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Do you have one more in your pocket, JD, or you got to go?
No, I can do more.
Yeah. How about one more, and then we'll call the show. Is that cool with you guys?
Okay.
Yeah.
Love it.
Sounds good. It's always a pleasure to hear all of you guys. And thank you
Yeah.
for today.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, let's see. Well, I'm kind of in a groove, kind of a mellow groove. So
Working. It's a good groove. It's a good groove for sure.
I might have played this here. I don't know, but this song's really for us, the songwriters, and it's kind of the songwriter's lament. It's just called Songs, which is maybe not very imaginative, but I've felt this way so many times, and if you guys have tried to play out and play your songs for other people and they just want to talk and no one's really listening and you kind of feel like you're singing to yourself or you're just background music, this song is for you. How many songs can there really be? This one must be 100 for me. It's a need to resonate and share a common truth. I hide it in a metaphor and paint it with my youth. Oh, how many songs can there really be? How many stars have I really seen? Shimmering in shattered shades of pink and water green. And all are doomed to fade away long eons after me. Oh, how many stars have I really seen? To think that I could get up here and send you something new. wrap it in a story that you'll never know is true. Guess I'm throwing out a lifeline, not sure who is pulling who. And all I know is I keep writing, and it's like I'm always fighting. These little songs don't last for long, so I'm sending them to you. Hey, thanks to you for listening, that is, if you're still here. As I understand you only came to talk or have a beer. But if we dare to keep it down, not fooling anyone. Oh, how many songs have we never sung? To think that I could get up here and send you something new. Wrap it in a story that you'll never know is true. Guess I'm throwing out a lifeline, not sure who is pulling who. And all I know is I keep writing, and it's like I'm always fighting. These little songs don't last for long, so I'm sending them to you.
Very nice. Really good.
You've got such a soothing, pleasing sound of the ear. I mean, I could just listen to you and I just feel relaxed right now.
Absolutely.
It's like better than a Xanax. I'm just like really just mellow. And
I should call my next album Xanax.
Wow.
Thank you. Well, I hope that spoke to you guys as songwriters too.
It
That
did.
was kind of the intent.
No, it's really good. Really good.
Thank you so much. Yeah,
Wow,
thanks
wow.
for hosting us, Harry, Lauren.
Well,
Appreciate
you're welcome. Thanks for coming.
thank
Thanks
you.
for sharing. And all
Thank
right,
you, Harry. Thank you,
well,
Lauren.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys for sure. And so we'll that's a wrap then, guys. That's it. Well, thank you. Another great show. Another great show. Thank you so much. And Lauren, go right ahead.
So we're looking forward to filling up our next few months worth of shows. I'm going to be sending you guys a sheet in the email to tell me what your availability is. And our hope is to run shows, if not every week for the summer, at least 3 times a month over the summer. I have every week listed, and we'll make, as long as we have people who can do it, we're in it. And we're going to revamp our mailing list. So those of you who are here through Zoom and everything, we're going to have you re-sign up probably the next time, because there's a glitch in our Zoom links that we're trying to work out. So we're going to start fresh with a new Zoom and getting new links generated, because something went wrong, and it's not just this show, it's another show too. So we're using this next week to get all that office work done. But in the meantime, thanks for being here. You guys are amazing. Thanks for your singing and your songs. They fill our hearts. And thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thanks, Lauren. Thanks, Harry.
And
Thank you guys.
thank South by Southwest, Austin, Texas.
That's going to happen.
March 2023.
That's going to happen.
That would be fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
wait, I missed that. How are
Yeah, you
that's
missed
right.
that.
South by Southwest?
Jeff is securing a
You're
spot.
opening.
Yeah, see that? Jeff is securing a spot at South by Southwest for Jeff's Place. It's going to be a mix of tech and music, and he's inviting all of our Jeff Place performers to be there, to take the stand, to share your music.
Live or virtual?
No,
Live.
live, right down in
JD,
Austin.
JD, you're doing the tech. We're doing the music.
No, I think that's your department, Terence.
All right, I got it.
Technicalities is Terrence's department.
So it will be amazing. It'll be live and awesome. And I don't know if you heard, Jeff had seen Robin Shane. I don't know if you were ever on with Robin, but
we were
Robin,
down in Jeff and I were down in Austin on some other business, and we were walking through the airport, and we heard this really nice voice, and we're like, "Wow, that sounds like live music." So we followed it. We got ice cream first, but we followed it, and
Priorities.
they had a live stage, and who was it but Robin Shane? She's been on our show several times, and
Cool.
she's in the crowd. She's looking at us like, "Wow, I know these guys from somewhere." So we were the people that were living in her computer. And oh, did you lose me, Laura?
No, you're here.
We hear you.
Oh, and so we met her. It was amazing. So it inspired Jeff. He's looking to do a venue at South by Southwest next spring. So we're working on that, and everybody's invited, and we're going to work on details. But keep it in your mind and your calendars. In March.
It's mid. I think it's mid-March. I didn't get the dates. I'm
You said
sure I
10th,
could
the
look them
10th,
up.
something between the 10th and the 19th.
19th is
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
heard. I just don't remember the beginning because South by Southwest is that long, so it's going to be
Yeah.
sometime in that.
Yeah.
It's like 2 or 3 days in that series.
And in between, we might be hitting Nashville. So we'll keep you guys updated on that, and maybe we can meet someone in Nashville as well.
Which would be great. I'm going to stop the live show, so bye live
Okay.
people.
Bye live. I'm going to hit the recording, but we'll keep you